How are you? Staying safe? Staying informed, I hope. Welcome. This is your friendly neighborhood Canadian, RVD the Dudar. Some people call me Reed. Put on my protective mask. Part of the reason I want to do this is because I want to, hopefully in a year from now, we can look back and go, wow, that was good times. Captain Trips. So, I'm entering week 3 of not working at my out-of-town job, which I love. And now Alberta, the province I live in Canada, is finally doing a mostly lockdown kind of situation right before Christmas, right before Hanukkah, all that good stuff. Anyway, that's another discussion. What we're here to talk about today, or hopefully you're nice enough to listen to me ramble on about, is some Star Wars stuff. Because yesterday, Disney held an Investors Day press conference update on all things related to Disney, since Disney pretty much owns a big part of the entertainment multimedia world. And being, mostly trapped at home, enjoying time off, I didn't think I was going to watch John Campea do a live stream of Disney's press conference, investors conference, for 3.5, 4 hours. But I did. So yeah, this is the Star Wars section. I don't talk a lot about Star Wars on my amateur low-end YouTube channel. Star Wars is really, the fandom is still, we're recovering thanks to the Mandalorian. But the Star Wars fan base, especially all over social media, has been divided and destroyed. And as more and more people are waking up to the fact that J.J. Abrams didn't have a plan, Rian Johnson made the worst Star Wars movie of all time, and a horrible, just ruined everything about filmmaking in The Last Jedi. And then they tried to put the pieces back together with The Rise of Skywalker, which was released a year ago, almost. Disney Star Wars theatrical has been a dumpster fire. Yeah, all 3 movies made almost $4 billion, but fan recognition, people talking about the joy, there isn't a lot of joy when Star Wars becomes infused with identity politics, social justice warrior, woke, all this political stuff of the time. Star Wars isn't about that. Star Wars is in a galaxy far, far away. And hopefully Disney and Kathleen Kennedy is starting to realize that, because there's been a huge backlash against lots of other properties in the Hollywood industry trying to be political of their time with all these movements going on. That's not what we want from entertainment. Every now and then it's nice to see a mirror, a reflection, something to shine some light on something. Like Spotlight, the movie Spotlight, or like Aaron Brockovich, or what's All the President's Men from the night, something that educates us about, a time in history. But 10 years from now, people are going to look back at, movies and media in this time and go, what was going on? Why were people so sensitive and freaking out about stuff and all the stuff that's going on? That Star Wars, Disney Star Wars didn't help with the theatrical movies. And then, Solo, Lando has sex with a robot. There's lots of weird stuff going on. But The Mandalorian and Star Wars on Disney Plus has helped bring that back. So yesterday, Kathleen Kennedy, who's still in charge of Star Wars, but she announced a whole bunch of stuff. Apparently, they're going to do 10 TV shows, 10 Star Wars TV shows in the next 3 years. That's the plan. So instead of flooding the theatrical market, Captain Trips, movie theaters, are they even still going to be a thing? Hopefully. Are they going to be a niche thing? Who knows? But people were like, we're getting too much Star Wars theatrically. So they pumped the brakes on all that. Remember Rian Johnson after The Last Jedi? Because, The Last Jedi has fans. But then again, I like The Core. The Core is a horrible movie. We all can like horrible movies. That's fine. You just have to acknowledge it's a horrible piece of trash movie. And The Last Jedi was fucking horrible. Leia Poppins and all that stuff. Don't even get... That's why I don't do a lot of Star Wars videos on this channel. But people were, with Rogue One and then Solo, they thought, oh, maybe pushing out a Star Wars movie every year isn't a good idea, and maybe having the trilogy every 2 years instead of what they should have done was every 3 years. They could have given more time to develop these movies. You know what I'm saying. So now we're going to do 10 Star Wars TV shows in the next 3 years. And it's funny, they didn't even talk about Boba Fett. Apparently Boba Fett, the secret Star Wars show no one knew about, is filming right now that no one knew about. They announced it a couple weeks ago. So that's cool, but they didn't talk about it yesterday. So what did they talk about? They talked about how awesome The Mandalorian's doing. Season 2 of The Mandalorian is pretty awesome. Introducing characters. Like, I don't watch the Clone Wars. I've never watched the Clone Wars. My friend Bruce bought me season 1 for Christmas many years ago. I know my friend Mark watches them, but I mean, he watches everything. So, you can't be one of those people. You can't just be like, oh, no, like, it's weird. I'm a grown-up. I try to be. The only cartoons I can really watch as a grown-up man is anything that's DC Comics, like the DC animated stuff. I'm a sucker for that because I love DC. And I don't mind some of the Disney Pixar stuff. But other than that, I don't watch cartoons. And I am one of those people that's like, I'm over 30, I'm a middle-aged man, once you get a certain age, you shouldn't watch cartoons anymore. I'm that guy. So I never watched the Clone Wars, but I'll watch Justice League Unlimited. So there you go. That's the hypocrisy of me, but that's me. So I own it. Like, I can't do it. My friend Mark watches lots of animated stuff, and that's cool, and he enjoys it, and lots of Star Wars fans do. So when Bo-Katan is introduced, and Ahsoka Tano is introduced, hopefully I'm saying that name okay, that's a big deal. When the Darksaber is introduced in The Mandalorian, these are big things. These are rewarding long-term fans with little nuggets, Easter eggs of knowledge that most of us don't know or have only heard about. So Mandalorian is doing a really good job. And they announced a couple months ago that Mandalorian Season 2 would be setting up, expanding the universe, and future television shows would come of the events of Mandalorian Season 2. So part of the things we're getting, it is pretty cool to see Boba Fett back, though. Boba Fett, fucking awesome. And Ahsoka Tano. So one of the new Star Wars shows is going to be called The Acolyte. It's written by this female writer who's been accused of being an SJW woke propaganda screenwriter. She, I guess, created Russian dolls, whatever that is. But the show is called The Acolyte, and it's going to take a dark side of the Force spin. The Acolyte is going to go through the Star Wars universe, the Force, through the Sith point of view. So that could be really good. So even though the agenda of the writer might have some issues, mentally unbalanced, because that's the way it is right now, everyone's pushing their agendas politically and how you should think instead of, here's a movie, here's some good characters, here's a good story, think what you want. We've now entered the age of the last few years where everyone's telling you how to think, telling you not to have a different opinion. Don't ask questions. It's very weird. But The Acolyte looks like it could be a good show. Apparently they're doing a Lando TV series. They didn't announce anything else really about it. Hopefully, childish Gambino guy will continue to be Lando, because he was pretty good in Solo. My issues with Solo was the fact Lando was barely in that movie for as much as they promoted him. The whole sex with a robot thing was kind of weird, and the fact that the robot was also like the reason the Millennium Falcon was such a good ship versus Han Solo being such a good pilot. Disney, Star Wars, right? Not great. Ahsoka, which is awesome. I didn't know much about this character, but I knew the name through hanging out with people, working with people, Star Wars fans through the last decade. Rosario Dawson is one of my favorite sexy women, female celebrity crushes ever. She's the only good thing about Clerks 2. Clerks 2 is a horrible movie. Kevin Smith is trash. He makes garbage movies, but Clerks 2 was pretty good. She was good in Clerks 2. And then she was super sexy in Sin City. That's when I was like, whoa. And then she's been in really good movies. She was the connecting tissue in all the Daredevil Netflix TV shows, except for The Punisher. She's a great actress. She's been in many good movies. She does it all. And I'm looking for... And she was great as playing Ahsoka in The Mandalorian. So I'm looking forward to that new series. That's the highlight for me. Jedi, Star Wars, I'm there. Rangers of the New Republic. That looks like a show that's going to incorporate Bo-Katan, possibly, and the UFC fighter woman. I forget her name, but she's on the Mandalorian. She's awesome. But lots of people on Twitter, lots of the woke social justice warriors don't like her because she has opinions. Oh my God. Women can have opinions about stuff that don't agree with you. It's crazy. So that looks like an interesting show. And then they're doing that Andor series with that character from Rogue One. Who, I mean, I loved Rogue One. I thought Rogue One was a great, great movie. I wasn't sold on that character, but I'll give it a shot. I mean, you know, sounds good. And then they talked about Obi-Wan Kenobi, which looks like it's going to be awesome because Hayden Christensen is coming back to play Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker in that. So that's awesome. I can't wait for Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think everyone's waiting for that. That's the one thing every Star Wars fan wanted was an Obi-Wan Kenobi series or anything to do with Darth Vader and the Empire side of things. Like, why didn't we get a Star Wars movie with Darth Vader hunting down the Jedi, the remaining Jedi? That could have been awesome. Or we always wanted a Boba Fett movie, but Disney Star Wars and Kathleen Kennedy, the genius, was like, no, let's do a Han Solo movie. And, you know, Rogue One was good, but no one was clamoring to find out about that, the Death Star plans. And then, of course, the sequel trilogy that hopefully will be a race through time. And then what else are they doing? They're doing an animated show called The Bad Batch. My friend Mark will watch it. I won't. Andor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, The Acolyte, Lando, Ahsoka, Rangers of the New Republic, the Boba Fett series they're filming right now. And then they're doing a Star Wars a droid story, which will be about C-3PO and R2-D2 going on adventures, encountering other droids and stuff in the Star Wars universe. That could be cute. That could be cool. Remember, not everything is for everybody, and Disney has a huge scope of people they have to please. Most of them are children and families. They did talk about 2 new feature films coming out in the future for Star Wars. One is by Taika Waititi. You say tomato, I say tomato. You say potato, I say potato. He is writing and directing his own Star Wars movie, which is going to be awesome because he's pretty fucking talented, amazing, and has such a good creative spin on stuff. Like, Thor Ragnarok, to me, is my least favorite of the Thor movies, but I enjoyed Thor. I enjoyed it very much. I can say he's talented. He's an Oscar-winning screenplay writer, thanks to Jojo Rabbit, a movie I will never watch. Just, I won't. But Taika Waititi is awesome, talented, and I think he can make Star Wars really awesome. And then the other thing they announced was Star Wars Rogue Squadron. I guess that was a series of books. It's part of the Legends series now, which is cool. And it's going to be directed by Patty Jenkins, the creative force behind Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 84, which is going to be out in theaters around Christmas time and on HBO Max. Patty Jenkins is super talented, and the fact that she's doing a Star Wars movie, female-led directed Star Wars movie, is fucking huge. She's awesome. She's talented. She's the right person. She obviously cares about the material. That's a good move. So I'm looking forward to that. That could be exciting. So those are the 2 Star Wars movies announced for the next couple years. Rogue Squadron and whatever the fuck Taka Waititi does. And then up to 10 Star Wars television shows on Disney Plus over the next 3 years. Might be overkill, might not, who knows. Plus, the rumors are they're going to film season 3 and 4 of The Mandalorian at the same time. That's what I heard because of Captain Trips and the pandemic. I heard a couple months ago Disney bought like an old like aircraft carrier, and they're using that as part of their filming because they're going to make a filming bubble. All the cast is going to be like locked down on location, kind of like what Tyler Perry's been doing in Atlanta for the last many months, making movies, making television shows. They bring in the cast, the studio, everyone associated with the movie. They fucking lock down under an area. They film the movie. Everyone stays tested and healthy, confined, and they do what they got to do. So apparently that's what they're going to do with Mandalorian season 3 and 4, but those are just rumors. That's what I heard. So that could be cool. We only have 1 episode left of The Mandalorian. I don't think season 2 is going to end on a happy note, but I could be wrong. Everyone's speculating, are we going to see a Jedi like Grogu was on the rock, Baby Yoda doing the thing, the Force beam transmission? Are we going to see Luke Skywalker? Are we going to see Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker? Are we going to see something? I don't know. Could be cool. Mandalorian has kind of saved Star Wars in a lot of ways. This is like, we got a Star Wars TV show no one thought we would ever get. We got entertaining Star Wars with not a lot of political Kathleen Kennedy Disney agendas. Like, it sucks. Like, I remember seeing The Force Awakens opening weekend with my friend Mark. We saw it twice in like 3 or 4 days. I love The Force Awakens. It's entertaining. It's fun. It felt like Star Wars. And I liked the prequels. Don't get me wrong. But the prequels had a different feeling. Maybe it was too much CGI. I don't know. But Force Awakens felt like Star Wars. Even though it was pretty much A New Hope redone. Beat for beat. That's fine. And I hated the ending of Force Awakens because you don't even get to hear Luke Skywalker say anything. That was stupid. That made me mad. Even Mark, my friend, can attest to that. Awful ending. Don't tease Luke for the entire movie and then we see him and then he doesn't say anything. And then Ryan Johnson, the hipster douchebag's like, oh, I got a lightsaber. I'm going to throw it over a cliff. I'm Ryan Johnson. Look at me. Look at these tropes. Look at these expectations. Who cares? Blah, blah, blah. Stupid. Last Jedi divided the Star Wars fandom like nothing else. And it hasn't recovered. And then The Rise of Skywalker tried to fix everything. And by trying to fix everything, Rise of Skywalker should have been 2 movies instead of 1. They tried to do too much. That's a whole other discussion. My point is, Mandalorian makes people happy and is doing some good work with actually people who care about Star Wars. J.J. Abrams is stupid, even though he makes entertaining and sometimes good movies. Ryan Johnson is a trash bag. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are doing some good job, some good work with Star Wars. So that's positive. So they revealed a lot of information that Star Wars fans like. Star Wars fans love Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker. They love Darth Vader. It's cool. We're going to see him again. Lando is a cool character. Came back to life. Awesome, like, brought back visibly. Boba Fett's back. Mandalorians are cool. Bo-Katan is a live action, played by the same actress who voiced her from Battlestar Galactica, which is awesome. Ahsoka Tano is awesome, played by fucking hot, beautiful woman, Rosario Dawson. Fucking Ewan McGregor is coming back to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. The best part of the prequels was his acting performance as Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is all good Star Wars news. Patty Jenkins is directing a Star Wars movie. Taka Waititi is directing a Star Wars movie. These are all good things that make fans like myself, jaded people, and other people super happy. So finally, they're doing lots of good stuff. Let's just hope it works. Thanks for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up, tell a friend, make a comment, tell me what you think. Mark, say hello, you snob. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Be safe. Stay informed. And I can't wait for the Mandalorian Season 2 finale next week. I got a feeling it's going to end bad. Like cliffhanger, Empire Strikes Back, ending. They're not going to be reunited. And will we see a Jedi? Will we see Luke? I don't know. I hope so. Cheers. See, it's fun to talk about Star Wars and be excited. Fucking Ryan Johnson. Idiot. Cheers.